here's Nick,
Alright.
and today we're going to do a rig rundown at Nick's house with all his pedals. So, Nick, wherever you want to start from, you can start from.
Alright, well, I start off with my Vox cable going into my Boss Chromatic tuner, which I absolutely love. This thing is an absolute lifesaver. It just, I mean, it doesn't do much because it's a tuner, but I can tune to whatever tuning I want in an instant. It's a lifesaver. And I have that going into my Hendrix Wah. Here's the front if you want to see that. This signature. This was my first pedal, and this one I absolutely love. It's a very dark sounding wah with a very unique sweep to it. So I get my own sounds out of it, which I absolutely adore.
Yeah. You guys are going to see all the sounds in a separate video. I'm going to put that up sometime soon too.
Yeah, I'll be showing each, and I'll just show you how the tuner works. From there, I go into my Octavio, which gives you that Jimi Hendrix Purple Haze type sound. It's a octave fuzz, so it both raises the guitar's octave levels, and it gives you fuzz to it. And then I have that going into my fuzz face, which is just a straight up fuzz. When these are my absolute favorites. I am an absolute fuzz face fanatic. These just give you the best fuzz, especially if you run them dirty, like through either of these two pedals. It gives you such creamy, smooth fuzz. It's not even
Magical.
It's surreal, is what it is. It's crazy. Big fan. I'm planning on getting the other three one day. Just have every single fuzz face there is. Probably get a vintage one eventually. From there, I go into my full tone Plimsoll, which I absolutely love. This pedal gives you any sort of overdrive distortion sound you want in that little box right there. Instead of, some people have these huge amps that they got to haul around everywhere. I just have this moderately sized amp, and I do this, and it sounds like a Marshall instantly. It gives you that AC/DC sound. It gives you a Rolling Stones sound. Gives you it gives you a Zeppelin sound, and it gives you a borderline Black Sabbath sound if you do it right, but that's if you have a little bit more gain in your chain. From there, I go into the classic Tube Screamer. This is exactly what Stevie Ray Vaughan used to use. This pedal's been around since the 70s. It's a classic. They make shirts of it, for God's sakes. That was my second pedal and my first overdrive of any kind, and I absolutely love it. This is Adam's favorite.
Yeah, it actually is my favorite pedal from Nick. Second probably being the Plimsoll.
Mm-hmm. And some of these pedals are classics. Some of them are brand new. Like the Plimsoll came out last year. This has been around since the late '60s. This was made in the late '60s by Hendrix Roadie. '60s, '80s. It's a mixture. From there, I go into my Univibe, which is another vintage-inspired pedal. This one I mostly got because Hendrix used it, and I thought it'd be a cool little pedal, and I found it for a really good price, so I thought, what the hell? And I really like it. Combined with my delay, which is the gem of my board, they give a very, very unique delay that I've never heard anyone use before, so I really like it. And it's both, it says chorus, but it's a rotating speaker effect, and it's also a tremolo. And I like it a lot. I don't use it too much, but it's a great pedal to have. And then going into that, my last pedal in my chain is my favorite, my Maleko. Actually, these three are probably my favorites with the wah close. These four. I use these so much. This was made by the great Joshua Hawley at Maleko Heavy Industries in Seattle. I found that on Pro Guitar Shop, and I found the Plimsoll on Pro Guitar Shop too. I saw that months ago, like the winter of 2010, right before it. No. Yeah, somewhere around there. It was like a crazy long time ago, and I saw it. Or right when the video came out. If you were to look on YouTube, you'd find it. And I saw it. I'm like, wow, this is the craziest delay I've ever seen. I absolutely have to have it. So I got it for Christmas this year, and I absolutely love it. I'm not sure if he even makes them anymore. So it's the most unique thing I have on my board that I've never seen anyone else have on YouTube. So that's my thing.
All right, and then you have a pedal board that keeps all your pedals in one place.
Mm-hmm. I have the Pedal Train PT Pro. Got the nice little logo right there. It's all Velcro down. I mean, this stuff is really strong. I can pick up my whole board by my 2 smallest pedals if I wanted to.
And yeah, it's really
It's aluminum. It's sturdy.
durable. Yeah.
And then powering all this, I have a DC brick all hooked onto the back right here.
Which is right there.
Yeah, I'll show you. It's powering everything.
That's a decent brick.
Great little box, powers everything. Never any jumps in voltage, except when you get a static shock. That's the only thing that will do that, but that's unavoidable. And then from there, I run into my Fender Bassman, which I absolutely love. I've had this amp for almost a year. It's never let me down once. I've let it down a couple times because one time I messed up the chain. Other times I've just been messing around, but this amp's been nothing but loyal to me, and I absolutely adore it. It works great sound. It's a classic. It's the amp that inspired all the Marshalls that you see today. This circuit is basically the same circuit that's in a Marshall, except the Marshall is slightly modified to have a high gain channel. And unlike a lot of the other Fenders, this doesn't have master volume. It's got channel volume, and then it's got it doesn't have reverb like a lot of the other Fenders do. But it's one of the bluesiest amps out there. It's got a very cool vintage look to it. You don't really see people with them except Buddy Guy. Buddy Guy uses the Chicago Blues Box versions of these, but back in the day he used only these, and these are just awesome. I love it.
All right, so that was your whole rig rundown. All right, we'll see you guys later.